New this morning, more deadly gun violence. An up-and-coming rapper and dancer was shot outside his Brooklyn home. 22-year-old TDott Woo was killed Tuesday in Canarsie. It happened hours after he signed a contract with million-dollar music under the stage name TDott Woo. The label says Dobson's dance and music electrified the streets and captivated a generation. No arrests have been made.
What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Pole Row. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Pole Row and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back with another profile piece. This one is on TDott Woo. In this video we're going to speak about his early years growing up in Brooklyn, New York, and some of the things he would get involved in as a kid. Then we'll talk about his time in the limelight as he rose to fame after appearing in a couple big music videos. After that, we can highlight some of the opportunities that will come in TDott's way before dissecting the situation that sadly took his life. TDott Woo, real name TDott Dobson, is from Canarsie, Brooklyn. Canarsie is a mostly residential middle-class neighborhood that's located in the southeastern portion of Brooklyn. Growing up there can be mixed vibes, as it's mostly houses with less projects, giving the area somewhat of a suburban feel with a big city vibe. TDott Woo, like most kids, would meet his friends in school and from hanging around his neighborhood. Eventually, he would become a member of the Crip Street Gang and dropped out of school. But instead of sitting around doing nothing, TDott Woo would get a job to earn some money for himself. He would keep a job for a minute before the viral bug bit him, as by this time other Crips from Brooklyn would be getting on in the rap industry almost overnight due to social media. Two Crip affiliated Brooklyn rappers named Pop Smoke and Fivio Foreign, who TDott knew and was friends with, would end up blowing up in the rap game around the same time in 2019. Pop with a song called Welcome to the Party, and Fivio with a song called Big Drip. TDott would get handpicked to be in both videos as the energy behind the songs with his legendary dance moves that he displayed in both videos. From there, TDott's fame and notoriety will rise on the internet and in the streets. He himself wasn't rich financially yet, but the music videos awarded him the opportunity to turn his newfound fame into some money if capitalized on the right way. But tragedy would strike in February 2019, when Pop Smoke was killed in Los Angeles, California during a home invasion robbery. TDott Woo took the loss of his friend hard, as Pop was a big reason as to why TDott became so popular in the first place. Eventually, TDott would start rapping and release his first video in May of 2020 called That's It, with another Brooklyn rapper named Young Costumado. The two would collaborate on more music, releasing another video in August of the same year with the track called Like Woo. That video would perform really well online from a view standpoint, and gave TDott Woo the confidence to pursue rapping full time. He also did interviews on Mel's and Fuchsia's TV. The interviews were received well as the fans could finally hear from the person that created some of the biggest dances that's out right now. So now, on top of running around with Fivio Foreign doing shows and hosting events, he also began hitting the studio consistently making music for his debut mixtape. Then, in December of 2020, while at a little TJ video shoot, TDott Woo would get arrested for gun possession, resisting arrest, and false personation after cops said they found a pistol with a loaded clip in a vehicle he was occupying. Now back on the streets with an open case, TDott will get back to doing the same things as far as running around the music industry with his rapper friends, but by this time labels will start looking at TDott Woo as an artist they might want to sign, just off his popularity alone. 2021 will be more of the same as far as his movements, but behind the scenes he was getting closer and closer to signing a record deal. In August of 2021 he touched YouTube again, but this time it was a collab prank video with Trill Marty that got hundreds of thousands of views. TDott Woo was finally finding his lane and creating opportunities for himself aside from the ones that came his way from his affiliation with Fivio Foreign. Now although TDott Woo didn't have that much music released, his dream of securing a rap deal would come true when in February of 2022, Million Dollar Music announced that they had signed TDott Woo to a recording contract. TDott Woo posted the news to his IG as it was looking like it was his time to shine and finally come from the background to being the big star everybody around him seen him as. But sadly, before any of that could happen, TDott Woo would be shot and killed just a few hours after posting the news about signing his deal. The story that came out was that according to his grandmother, TDott Woo was lured outside his home by a phone call, and that's when he was shot in his head, back, and left knee by a man in a dark SUV. TDott Woo was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late, as he had already bled out. TDott Woo was just 22 years old. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV. This is a quick profile piece on TDott Woo, real name TDott Dobson. Now, you know, TDott was in the loop for real. Pop Smoke, Fabio, bunch of other Brooklyn rappers. You know, he was in the loop. You know, that whole Crip wave out of Brooklyn. He was a Crip. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that. You know, he was dropping rakes. He was doing all that. But, you know, he had a positive vibe to him, too, as far as, like, you know, dancing, being happy, you know, being the energy behind a lot of their music, as far as, you know, the visual aspect of it. And he was doing his thing. Now, you know, he got killed a few days after Nas Blicky had got shot. And, you know, shot, he was in, like, critical and all that. He ended up pulling through. But, you know, TDott didn't. Now, I don't know if it's a GD Crip beef that happened. I don't know what it was. It could have been backdoor. His grandmother said somebody called me, came outside. I'm just saying he was dropping. He was in that whole, you know, GDK wave, as far as, like, you know, the twirlers and the Crips and the folk. You know, he was involved with all that. You know what I'm saying? Some of his videos, you see him dropping rakes and different things. So he was definitely a gang banger now, or a gang member. Now, he might have not been, you know, straight demon time all the time, because he had a positive vibe, a happy vibe to him. But he was definitely a gang member. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep that in mind. When the violence comes that way, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it could have come, because, you know, when you're in a gang, you can have beef with anybody. So I want to say rest in peace to TDott Woo. He was young. You know, Fabio blew up. He was the man back then. After Pop Smoke, he blew up a little more. He's still doing his thing now. So like I said, when Fabio was in that circle, like if you go to his Instagram, you see him. He was all over the states with Fabio doing, you know, give back shows, all types of things. You know what I'm saying? He was hosting parties, getting his money, and he had finally signed the deal a few hours before losing his life. So it's a sad situation. You know, Brooklyn took a lot of losses, man. I just want to say that. Pray for Brooklyn. You know, as far as like in the rap game and the street game, you know, it's just a lot of going to jail. It's a lot of hardship coming out of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? They continue to thrive, though. You continue to see new talent come out of Brooklyn. But, you know, a lot of people been dealt a bad hand, you know, in them Brooklyn streets, man. So I just want to say that. Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers. Now, you know, it's What's the Numbers TV. All I want to say is TDott was going to rap. Now, would he have been a big rap? I watched the two videos. It was okay. I don't know, but he had that energy, had that aura, that persona. So maybe he would have just made off the energy alone. All you need is a hit these days, and from there, you out of here. So, you know, he had a chance. Just being in the right loop, he had a chance. He didn't blow up before he passed on the rapping tip. But you could say he still blew up because the Woo Walk is all over the world. Kids getting sturdy all over, you know, not just in New York. So he definitely left his mark on the game and in the world, man. So I just want to say, you know, it's a quick profile piece. I ain't going to ramble too long. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Clips channel. Follow the Instagram, What's the Numbers TV. You need some promo, What's the Numbers TV at yahoo.com. Follow my co-host, Batty Bills, at Batty Bills on Instagram. And don't forget, check in with the live streams every Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday, you know, during the week. And around 7 to 9 o'clock, we usually go live, man. So make sure y'all tap in. And on that note, we out of here, man. It's What's the Numbers TV, your boy Po Ro. Peace.